Why should you play melee Psyker, especially in Havoc 40? Well, there are no downsides. This guide is meant for players of all skill levels, so that means that anybody can benefit. We'll be using the Pareto principle to express two different ways of playing this build. The first part will be the 80-20. This is for people who play anything up to Havoc 40, but dislike playing builds that require pushing a lot of buttons really fast. You can still have fun and be highly effective anywhere in the game if you stop watching the guide after this part. The second part is for my advanced players who want to do the heavy lifting in Havoc 40. You want to be comfortable executing niche combos in tech when you're the last one standing. This guide is not going to be, okay, copy my build, good luck. Nah, you have to practice. Although I recommend reading the whole Games Lantern written guide so you can understand the reasoning behind the choices, here's a summary for each variant. To save time, this guide focuses on the S-tier two-handed sword and touches upon the A-tier Demos and Obscurus. The upcoming movement concepts and talents will synergize with most melees, so feel free to use whatever you want. This mantra consolidates all 30 talents. Hit things, in the head preferably, especially if they're glowing blue. And for my wall rejects, keep peril high, but below critical. You can close gaps while holding heavy attack before sliding to recover some stamina. Capitalize on the fact that your attack range is longer than most enemy melees. Zero charge warp slices will stagger most enemies. Most importantly, it will stagger dogs up to 30 meters and through walls. Just know that the special attack heavy should be used on elites and the special attack light can be on hordes.
Nice.
Single charge warp slices are more for close range. It will weaken elites and kill trash. Double charge warp slices are devastating. They will destroy hordes along most of the length and severely weaken or outright kill elites.
Oh my god.
The warp slice's physical swing will generate warp charges as well. This is why you want to try to get up close and personal when using a warp slice. The goal of almost any combo is to build warp charges. For hordes, you can spam lights until you get one charge. One of the better ways for single target DPS, just spam heavy attacks, over and over and over again. The force push can do medium to heavy stagger on anything that's not a mutant or a boss. You can even knock captains and the ranged twin over. It can also proc kinetic flare. Blind spamming push lights is one of her strongest defensive plays. This easily avoids getting body blocked by hordes. Sometimes your window of opportunity for attacking is short. Use this to make full use of that brief moment, typically during Dread Rager rushes and Chaos spawns.
Getting off the bridge because the sniper.
Horde clearing is not terrible, but not great. Try swapping to a sail or an area of effect staff for better horde clear and malefic momentum uptime. The Obscurus has great single target DPS that loops quickly, providing consistent uptime for on-hit talents. This weapon has some of the worst horde clear in the game. Instead, swap to a sail or an area of effect staff to deal with it. You'll also have crazy uptime on malefic momentum. The Demos has very high single target DPS, but also has an entirely unique property. The heavy stab on weak spots will heavily stagger non-bosses and captains. High mobility, damage, and stagger makes this one of our safest weapons. To save space, L is the primary attack and H is the secondary charge up. This weapon deals way more damage if you critically hit a weak spot versus not critting anywhere else. Also, you can briefly charge the staff to slow down fast moving specials too. Spamming the primary fire will melt Dread Ragers and Gunners and also readily applies suppression. Additionally, it is one of the fastest weapons for stacking on-hit talents. The Las pistol is similar to the staff in terms of crit and weak spot multipliers and direct damage. The staff is more forgiving, however, when missing weak spots because of the Surge Blessing. You can see just how slow the Las pistol can be if there are no crits or weak spot hits. For boss damage, get 3 crits to reach max Inferno stacks, then swap to your sword for a few heavy attacks. You only need 1 crit to refresh the burn timer. The pistol also has high direct, unyielding damage. Look for the orange hit marker. That's a crit. This is Psyker's only gun with a unique interaction, the Force Push. It's weaker than the Sword's Force Push, but has seemingly infinite cleave and is very reliable for bursters. True effortless kiting means you can run away without having to block almost any attacks. Because Las pistols are the fastest weapon, you can do just that without movement speed buffs. You're even able to slide, maintaining infinite stamina and near full immunity from gunners. Walls are for blocking bullets, specials, and there's a 1 in 5 chance to knock down both elites and the melee twin. I wrote mostly with an asterisk because, reviving is so easy with walls. Just hug the wall so gunners cannot walk through to interrupt you. Activating Scryer's Gaze will prevent overload. Simple enough. Anything labeled as cooldown regeneration will tick in the background while Scryer's Gaze is active. Unlike sprinting first, charging the heavy first will trade distance for much faster attacks per second. You can still hold the heavies for as long as you need to reach your target. The greatest part is that movement speed will disproportionately enhance slide distance. A fun alternative to pure lights. Watch as my arm and blade move just prior to the heavy. This will help you learn when to use the heavy without having to count how many light attacks you do. Compared to heavies, the looping part does roughly the same DPS, but suffers from lower weak spot hit rates and low carapace damage. Regardless, there are two reasons why this is my favorite combo. 1. Talent synergy. Having 3 attacks loop instead of 2 provides a significant boost in the uptime of these talents. And 2. Gambling. If I can kill an elite with a crit light, then I just save time not doing a slower heavy to kill them. You can jump shot and sidestep bulwarks. Aim a little higher than you think, and the lingering hitbox will hit the head. Here, my teammate said GG when we had to give up our space while fighting a healing captain that was camping inside the Beast of Nurgle. I told my teammate no because I have a couple of tricks still. 1. Beast of Nurgles will face who they're going to vomit on. Therefore, you can rotate the boss so the vomit goes on the walls instead. And 2. All stab attacks and Darktide will hit weak spots from any angle if aimed at them, even through the fronts of these slugs. Holding Quell briefly after shooting will negate the peril cost for some reason. The right clip demonstrates slow peril buildup during Scryer's Gaze when Quell shooting 2 at a time. With this talent, slide shooting can yield similar results to las pistol kiting. The trade-off is losing Infernus boss damage, but gaining elite and gunner killing power. For interrupting or killing distance specials, you can jump shot them too. If you're surrounded by trash, push with the sword first. The staff has very fast swap times. You can swap to kill, interrupt, or suppress enemies easily before swapping back. Rotating the wall is great for approaching gunners and mini encounters, particularly more narrow paths. Rotating helps accurately hit single enemies too. One last point before we end, the best combo is always changing depending on what's in front of you. Now you have to practice picking the right tools for the right moments. Do me a massive favor and let me know how I did. And please stop declining me from Party Finder. Alright, that's it. Take care everyone.